Her eyes were LEDs, bright and colorful. If you watch the flicker to match a flashy song, if you stared too long, a numbness would settle deep inside, like the days when you missed the way incandescent bulbs touched your soul. So that license moved town to collect more muses and tendrils of hair. She had an itch for the spiritual, just to captivate, never to reach enlightenment. True enlightenment for her man, watching her dog shit, her wild eyes and hands flailing with some kind of spiritual awakening. The truth with her, though, she held animals like talismans, so she could run from the touch of a man. She was haunted like that, and her dog sensed it, snarling at men in a way she never could. Hard work never interested her, she evaded it like a draft dodger. She tried on depression and it fit her like a glove. She wore it like sacred garb. She hid like a petulant child under a false diagnosis, like it was her retirement plan. It was just another extension of her barking spirituality, and like cords that tethered her to some kind of false truth. Escapism brought her euphoria, but if you stare deeper beyond the digital eyes, you'd find something rabid, something curled into itself, something salivating onto itself. Her bed was her sanctuary. It's where she lived to feel alive, like her body wasn't cold yet, or bloated from the heat. Sleep was her sport, who'd make any new mother proud. If you'd lay in her bed, you'd be dragged into depths too putrid to survive. Her bed wasn't meant for anyone else. She'd eternally exist there if her talisman didn't need tending. Romance never came easy to her. She'd kiss like a mechanical pencil, and only after slugging wine all night. The wine made her feral nature appear more human, not something devoid of decency. She painted on makeup to waken her eyes, just to distract from the flicker. She touched and pulled you in like bogeyman lures with candy. There was nothing sweet with either. She tasted and felt like something only time and medically induced electrocution could erase. If you listen hard enough, you'll feel it swell up in your throat. She'd tell jokes like someone preparing to inflict damage, calculated like a predator after prey. She'd find that tender spot you tried to hide, and then she'd strike with precision. They'd land like stab wounds in your mind and bleed out like a slow descent into your soul. She didn't want you to shake it off, she branded it permanently. What she really wanted was a body to keep as her own, like a living doll. She perfected normalcy with a warm body by her side, delicately handcrafted by her. She didn't want the connection or seeing behind her eyes, behind the flicker of the machinery. She wanted to pose awkwardly and ghastly for pictures of gatherings, so the whispers and rumors would stop that her soul was long gone. The essence of person she clung to didn't matter. It was a prop to hide her decay, even when the stench of sulfur lingered. When the discard came, it was like a lightning bolt that should have killed. It didn't, it just shook you awake from a fever dream, where she, the hag, set you free. Running from her was the easy part, finding yourself was where the pain really began. You'd have rolled up your sleeves and sift through parts that died. Time that escaped into her, but you'd sooner sever it than go retrieve it from her. You'd find yourself desperately trying to sew yourself back together, filling in the holes with therapy and sedatives. But medicine didn't work because they don't make stuff strong enough to kill that kind of pain. The worst part isn't surviving the pain, it's realizing her odor never really leaves. It's in you, in places only harder than surviving her. You'll move on slowly, bits of her sitting in your stomach like a brick. But she'll live, she'll catch you off guard when you're out pretending to live, with your entrails barely intact, and you see her with a new body. That familiar flicker will get you when you're debating to call a warning shot or not. It's too late, because the new supply is love drunk and posing for pictures with her. Her body still posing with glitz and glamour that's trying to conceal her decrepit demeanor. She's a collector of bodies and souls, and she's long gone. But the real nightmare is she can't stop. It's compulsion disguised as love, love, love. That feels like death, except death would be